Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Wednesday, January 24th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 4 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 57 degrees. Woohoo! I love it. With a high of 60 and a low of 52. Welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs. Pretty pictures. Teaching about coloring, of course. Laughter. We have a good time. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always the best. I really enjoy it. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact. That's great. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who will see this broadcast when I download it to my Facebook group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right. January 23rd. Maggie, welcome. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday to one and all. Mamie. Oh, yay! Woo-hoo-hoo! Mamie's been trying to figure out for 2 weeks how to make her chat work. She finally figured it out. It was something weird that was going on with YouTube. Yay, Mamie! How cool is that? All right, let me get my other monitor set up. Mamie, I am so glad. All right, let me get this set up here. I'm trying to figure this out. So maybe it turned out it was something to do with your email account. I'm so glad that you were able to make it. Dorothy, hello. I'll tell you, Mamie's been watching every night. She's a very loyal follower. Oh, darn, now I can't trash talk her anymore because she can talk back. Oh. All right. So, got my other monitor set up. So, here, we always have a duet. Oh, and guys, if you would click that like button while you're thinking about it, if you don't mind. Unless you want to wait to the end, that's fine too. So we've been working on our little gnomes. I think it's turning out beautifully. We've been working on Johanna Bosford Worlds of Wonder. Last night I was working on the background for this. I think it's coming out beautifully. And last night I was showing you how to apply eyeshadow with blending stumps, and it works really well. Okay, now let's get this out of the way. This is my other book that I got. Now, I got to tell you for a fact, it is very unusual for me to have a flip through one right after the other like this. But I got my 4 books in at the same time, so I just want to go through this real quick. This is called Tiny Villages Jubilee, an adult coloring book. And what it is these are all images of different tiny villages. This one should look familiar. We colored this one. I just decided to make it the first image. Isn't that cool? All right, so I'm going to go through relatively quickly on this because it's not a lot of the same thing because, of course, they're all different. But I just want you guys to get a really good idea of what this is. Now, I want you to notice here that on these pictures here, I made a frame out of it with a little cord at the top. And it's got the wood background on it. So I thought that would be really cool. So these are all different configurations of little villages. And they're as cute as a button, I'll tell you. Now, I've got different styles of villages here, as you can see. Let me do this real quick. Let me go on the back here and show you what these look like colored. See, we've got one here that's a beautiful night view. This is the one that we did. There's just all sorts of options here. Aren't those cute? I love this one that's done in all pinks. All right. There's that one with the moon, the nighttime view. So guys, what do you think? Do you like it? Or, you know, the option I always say, if you don't like something, just say, not my cup of tea. And they're obviously all little whimsical villages. I'll tell you, you could have a field day with us. They really are cute. Now, obviously, you need to be a fan of hey, Dorothy. Obviously, you need to be a fan of little villages and stuff. Some people are. And when I'm in the right mood, I enjoy coloring these. So guys, what do you think? Do you like it or not your cup of tea? I think this one's neat too. This one's interesting. We've got some upside down rocks and then there are some homes on top of it. Check it out. Oh, Mimi, you were trash talking incognito. And it was an email issue. The three amigos are here. Woohoo! Yeah, Linda, that's fine. I mean, you know, not your cup of tea. That's it. You know that I always appreciate feedback. I don't want to spend a lot of time on flipping through this, but I do want to show it to you. Michelle, hello. Wally, hello. So there's Linda, Michelle, and Wally. I like this one. This is cute. I do have to tell you, though, I accidentally duplicated one of these pictures, one of these pages. I haven't done that in a long time. I guess it was about time that I do it. Mamie, I don't remember if I asked you, but do you have oh, Michelle's sleeping in her chair. Well, wake her up so I can say hello, Linda. Mamie, do you have a printer? So you've got a good idea what this is all about. Yeah, this is cute. Look at that. Now there are a couple pages in here that are the full page that isn't just the picture frame. Mamie, you've got a printer. Good. Okay. So you can download the pictures and copy with us. Hello, Sandy. This is a cute one. Look at the waterway going through here. So it goes through here and then over here. This would be cute just to do because of the waterway. All right, I'm almost done with this so we can get to the important stuff. Karen, hello. Here's one that's a full page. I think they're cute, but again, you need to be into that sort of thing to really want to do it because it takes a while. But it's neat to do the different shades of homes on the page. Okay, and then here's my thank you page. Thank you for buying my book. Enjoy your free bonus page. So did you guys do a collective ah? So in my books, you really get a bang for your buck. You get 51 images. And then there's the back cover. Okay, I'm done. It's a neat little book for those of you that like village stuff. All right. So we're working on our gnomes here. Valentine's Gnomes Jubilee. Let me get my paper towel. Mamie, did you download this particular picture so you could color it with us? And let me get my scrap paper. So last night I was gluing pencils together. I've done a short video on how to do this. I'm experimenting with another glue to do this. This is Weldwood by DAP Instant Adhesive. It's a wood adhesive. So I decided I wanted to try this because it's a larger bottle than the super glue. And if it works, it's obviously a lot more cost efficient. So far, it feels pretty solid. So Maggie, did you take up my suggestion about having Russ and Larry do your pencils for you? Okay, so because you've been under the weather, you really haven't been coloring. Okay, you've been enjoying watching and learning. Okay, cool. Well, if you're not coloring, then you can chat us up tonight. All right. So let's go ahead and work on her hair. I'm going to do a little bit on the beard. And then we can work on our stump here. And don't forget, for anybody new that's coming in, this image is available for you to download in my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick on Facebook. And then you can color with me. Let's see here. So we want to pull a dark, medium, and light brown. Ooh, not that dark. That's almost a black. It is a black. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to start with my dark. We can do this as a dark. This is my light, which is somewhat of a gold. Ignore this other stuff here. And let's get a medium here. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. So guys, how's your day been going? Win, lose, or draw? Oh, we don't want to do that one. Too much red. Okay. Mimi says draw. Maggie says win just because. That works. All right. So I'm going to change up my dark, medium, and light. Let me swatch this. So this is my dark. Sandy says draw. That's good. Sandy, how's Gracie? Here's my medium. Here's my light. And I'm actually going to change that light because I don't like that. Let's see. Hello, Belle. Guys, I highly recommend that you subscribe to Belle's channel. Belle, go ahead and post that link. She's got fun stuff that she does. Okay, I'm going to work with the dark and the medium. We'll worry about the light in a little bit. Yeah, I know. You did look tired when you did that little video on how to do a short. Sit back, relax, enjoy. All right, so I've got my dark and medium here. So we've got our paper towel, which we want to put our hand on. Let me sharpen. So obviously we're doing browns. Linda has a huge win. Went to the dermatologist today and got a clean bill of health. Yay! Oh, wonderful. No biopsies. You're a 2-time melanoma survivor. Oh. Praise God. All right, I got my act together on my colors. Let's try this again. As soon as I get sharpened in here, there we go. All right, so we have our dark, that's the same. We have our medium. Linda, that is, oh my gosh, praise God. Maggie says they're waiting on biopsy results for Larry. This would be his third trip down that road. He also might have shingles. Oh. Guys, check out the light color. It's called eggshell. It's a Prismacolor. If you have Prismas, it's a 140. You did something unusual. You saw a guy that looked hungry. You gave him $10. Oh. Okay. Now I've got my act together for the hair. Believe it or not. Oh. So we're going to come in with the our darkest color first. Now, when you're doing grayscale, it doesn't matter what colors you come in with first. But when I'm doing hair like this, because I like to do the edges, so there's our dark. Blondes have more fun. Uh-huh. Here's our medium. Unless you're a gnome. Has anybody else ever had shingles? Maggie, did Larry have the shingles vaccine? All right, so there's our medium. Belle, your mom had it. No, your mom, wait a minute. Sandy, your husband, what, has shingles or has got the shot? Wally had shingles, very painful. It's worse than poison ivy. Oh. All right, then we've got our lightest color. Check this out. This is why I was fussing with my colors, because I wanted this light color. And you'll see why in a minute. Had shingles before he got the shot. Okay. Okay. Check how we're blending our colors together. Oh, he had shingles when he was little, said it was horrible. This time he doesn't have any symptoms except a rash. All right. Look how cool now that hair looks. And I'm going to darken my edges just a little bit more. Look how cool that looks. All right. Then I'm going to work on the right side here, her left. We'll start with that dark. Then we'll drop in a little bit of our medium. And then we'll hit our highlights, our light. And I'm going to come back and put a little bit of medium on that little curl here. There was a little girl with a little curl right in the middle of her forehead. And when she was good, she was very, very good. And when she was bad, she was Mamie. Oh, I better watch out. Mamie can respond back. Oh, Mamie, I'm just so glad you finally got your YouTube figured out. Okay, now I haven't done the eyes and the eyebrows yet. We'll get back to that. And when she was good, she was very, very good. All right. Now I'm going to go down to our left, her right. So I've got my dark right now. Now, if you're ever coloring something like this. Oh, you're back, Moggy. Thank you. If you're coloring something like this and you decide that your colors aren't working for you for some reason, after you've picked your dark, medium, and light, you can switch horses. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so I'm just poking in my dark. And the other thing is, you don't have to do all your dark at once. Coloring with Ron. Hi, Ron. Now, even though I went down the length of the hair with my dark, you don't have to do that. You can go ahead and do each individual curl. So I could have done like my dark, medium, light, and then move down, dark, medium, light. Up to you. All right, so now I'm going to come in with my medium. Don't get too enthusiastic with your medium here because we've got our light. Thank you, Ron. Isn't that cute? And then we're going to put our light in here. Now again, just because you put in a color doesn't mean that you don't go back and tweak it. And you know that I'm really big on blending. So now I need to go back and we're going to, I'm sorry I was off camera when I got to the bottom. That happens every once in a while. So now this is where I'm going to come back with my medium. And we're going to, I missed a spot here. Looks like I missed a spot. Let's see if I need to get closer here to help you. Very, very lightly with your medium now. You want to get rid of that border between your medium and your light. So I'm just going to very lightly skim over the top with this. So blending and shading, you're no good, but you live to color. Well, Ron, you know, you're welcome to come in and download the images that I'm doing and learn it. I'd be glad to help you. Okay, now I also want you to notice that I'm taking my medium and I'm very lightly, as I'm blending my edges here, going over the top, excuse me, the top of my light color. And look how golden that makes this look. And then I'm going to finger blend over all of that, just a little bit. Ron is a dear friend of yours. Oh, that's great. Everybody notice how this is turning into a beautiful golden light color. Now, remember, when you're blending in your colors here, you know, I put my dark in the corners and came out with my medium. You've got to leave a little extra room between your colors. Oh, you'll definitely love to pick up some tips. Okay. Yeah, if you have any questions, ask Ron. Oh, Bella's your YouTube mom. How did you guys meet? Okay, so when you have your light area here, you have to shorten your medium a little bit coming inward because you want to leave room for blending your edges. So keep that in mind. Oh, how ridiculously cute is this? You don't remember, I think she started watching me when I was doing my mukbang lives with my bird. It began when he would eat lunch with his bird. Okay. Okay. Any questions? And then, of course, we're going to do a little bit of a finger blend. All right. Let's work on our hair down at the bottom here. So I'm going to come in with my dark. Now, sometimes when you're coloring, you know, we're doing grayscale with dark, medium, and light. Sometimes you don't have all three shades. And I also want you to notice that right where this little tie is, The grayscale is light, but I'm going to override that, and I'm going to make that darker at the base where that tie is pulling the hair together. So when you're coloring stuff like this, I want you to be flexible. All right, so there's my dark. Here's my medium. And here's my light. Now, I want you to notice how this light here looks lighter than the light over up here. Why? Because we put a little bit of shade of that medium over the top of it. Oh, Ron, thank you. Belle tells everyone how amazing you are. Now I see the skill. Love it. Thank you, Ron and Belle. Okay, now here's my medium. I'm just going to gently work that over the top. Very, very light, barely touching the paper. You can blend with your finger. And if anybody has any questions, please ask. That's why I'm live. If you're new, say hello. If you're new and you'd like to color along, we can get this image to you. Ron, how nice of you to say that. Thank you. I'm going to use a blending stump and blend this up a little bit. What does the finger blending do? Okay. When you are adult coloring, which is what we're doing here, the key to having a really good looking piece is the blending. And that means that your colors blend seamlessly one into the other. And what using the finger does is, with the heat of your hand, basically, it's just another way to blend your colors together. Now, obviously, when you use your finger, whenever I go to do coloring, I always wash my hands. I'm just bringing my medium in here just to kick this up a little bit. So whenever I go to color, I wash my hands. And that way, if I need to finger blend, I can do that. Ron, blending is very, very critical in adult coloring if you want your pieces to look good. And a good blend is where, again, your color seamlessly, one color seamlessly disappears into the next. Now, I'm using a blending pencil on this hair because I want it to look softer. Look how cool that looks. Now, there's such a thing as over blending, so, you know, don't go so far that your colors turn into mush. Okay. Let's do our next set of hair. There was a little girl with a little curl. Oh, you have the same skill as you did as a kid, but I find it very relaxing. Well, Ron, if you have the time, come in, start being a regular. Watch the broadcast. And you can start honing your skills. All right, let's do our next part. Who's coloring this with me tonight? Oh yeah, the male gnome turned out really well. I'm going to be working on his beard in a little bit. Okay, so here is my dark. Now remember, allow room for blending. Maggie, Linda, good. So whenever you're adding your dark, you want to stop just a little bit short so that when you start blending your colors together, you've got room. Ron is a great color person and tech smart. Cool. And don't pound your pencils into the paper, guys. Let your pencils do the work. Don't shove your pencils into the paper. If you are ending up doing that, it just means that you have the wrong color and you need to get a darker version of whatever you're working with. My belt is a little short here, so I'm going to go back and fix that. There we go. I'll go all the way down here just for giggles and laughs. Again, this is my darkest color. Again, I'm going to extend it a little further underneath that hair tie because I want it to look as though it's compressed there, so it's going to turn darker. Guys, what's the #1 skill that you need to learn for adult coloring? Okay, there's my dark. Now we'll come in with our medium. Now we don't have a lot of room here, so again, just leave room. Oh, Ron, there you go, blending. That's right, blending and shading. Give that man a pat on the back. That's exactly right. I would rather, you guys have heard me say this before, I would rather you have lousy colors and great blending, right? Than great colors, blending, 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 rawhide. Thank you, Maggie. I would rather have you lousy colors and great blending than spot on colors and lousy blending. So, Belle, you're telling me that he listens, right? We're talking about you, Ron. Okay. And what's the most important part of the page that you're coloring? Oh, you always tried to get good grades? Oh yeah, me too. Ron, I actually have 2 engineering degrees, and I have a master's degree in adult education. Okay, now we're going to put in our lighter colors. And Linda says the part you're working on. That's right. Mamie, great. Linda, that's right. And what that means is that even if you're doing a teeny tiny petal of a flower, you're going to put all your effort into making that look the best way you can. What Linda and Mamie said. Because I'll tell you what, if you've got little details that you're blowing over and just coloring over the top, those little details are going to add up and screw up your whole piece. Okay. So now I'm going to blend my edges. I'm going to use my medium to do that. Ron, what part of the... Oh, you get a gold star, you get a gold star, you get a gold star. Ron, what part of the country do you live in? Okay. Blending Stump, Ohio. Oh, I used to live there. Where in Ohio? Oh, maybe you're in Ohio. I used to live in Toledo. All right, blending stump. Again, don't overblend. Hilliard. What is that near? I don't recognize it. Okay, now I want you to notice something between the two Westlake, Marietta, yep, Fermaggi. Now I want you to notice between the two braids here that this side has a little more hair streak in the middle of our lightest color. This side does not. So we have to add that. So now I'm going to add some streaks in the center of our hair. Okay, Ron, take care. Oh, yeah, and that was the one thing I was going to ask you. If you have to leave, just let me know, or if you need to step away for a little bit. That way I'm not in the middle of talking to you and nobody's there. So, Ron, thank you for letting me know. Have a great rest of the evening. All right, we'll look into your channel, Coloring with Ron. Okay. Too cute. Let me pull out. Any questions or comments? Now, I'm going to come in with a yellow pencil, very light, and I'm just going to kick up my light spot a little more with that yellow. Now, don't get stupid with your pencils. Don't put a lot on here. I'm just highlighting that a little bit. And what that tells you is even though we're basically going with 3 colors, that's not the end all to this thing. Or to any grayscale coloring. Once you have your colors in on your grayscale, this is where you can start to detail. Now, don't lose the streaks of your hair when you add yellow. If you lose your streaks, just go back with your pencil and pop them back in. Oh, how cute is this? Anybody having any problems with this? Okay. Let's pull out and take a peek. What do you think? Oh, I'm having too much fun with this, I'll tell you. Okay, beard and then eyes. So let's start up on our beard. And I'm going to be using shades of gray and blue, bluish gray. So yes, on grayscale, now again, I'm not looking for compliments on my coloring, although they are appreciated. What I'm looking for is that you guys are comfortable that you can do this. So this is where we're doing gray on gray. And I want you to notice where we have layers of the beard, I'm shading just a little bit more. So that we can see this and distinguish the layers. Check it out. Hi, Michelle. So, Mamie, honestly, before I watched you, I did not believe I could do this, but now I believe you can. Yay! Or I can, yeah. Well, maybe that's why I'm live, and that's why I solicit questions and okay, now this stuff isn't blended. Sandy, good evening. And we've got a little bit of a shadow underneath the nose. Well, Mamie, the way that I do my broadcasts is that I tell people what I'm doing, and then I tell them why. Okay, let me pull out. Now, this is not blended at all, right? So now I'm going to take my blending stump and I'm going to soften and blend this gray in. Yes, I have another gnome book. It's called A Day in the Life of a Gnome. It is available on Amazon. I have it coming in on Friday, and I'll do a quick flip through. Belle? What do you mean is it soft core? All right, so there's my medium gray. And now I'm going to come in with a light gray. Yeah, Mamie's been watching, but she could never comment. Okay, so here's my light gray. Notice how I'm back blending over my medium gray. And we're softening all these edges. Mamie, just out of curiosity, how did you figure out that that was the problem? Now, you've got to be really careful with things like beards, is you don't want that streakiness. Oh, you just saw your hubby's. Okay, so that's what you were saying when you texted me, that you saw this, his email was the difference. And that's where you decided to try it. Oh, look how cute that is. Sandy sent a picture of Gracie. Let me pull it up real quick. Butterfly, hi. Okay, here's the picture that Sandy just sent of Gracie. Cutest mouse in the house. Check it out. Isn't that cute? Oh, your daughter got it for her? She looks like she's pretty patient in all the outfits that you put on her. Okay. Now I'm going to use a very light tint of blue. And the idea here is to be very, very light with it. Check out my pencil tip. Look at that. Just a little bit left. All right. Did this new gnome book take 5 days? No, they're going to get it to me in like 3. Okay. I'm just adding this little tint of blue. Oh, it looks just as cute. Yeah. The new book is really cute. I had a lot of fun putting that one together. Now, check out that I'm going to carry a little bit of this light blue into the white. BK, you use both. You use a light gray and you use a light blue. Snow is not white. Oh, and thank you for the reminder, Belle. Yeah, if you guys would be so great and give me a thumbs up. And I'm going to use my finger on the blue and let me pull out. Yeah, BK, just very similar to what I'm doing with the beard. Exactly. BK, what you want to do is you just want to tint the edges. If you look at snow, snow is not white. It's got a very light tint to it. So yes, similar to what I'm doing with the beard. Good pickup on that. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with Payne's Gray. Now you got to be really, really light with this. Payne's Gray is a powerful color. And I'm just going to work it on the edges. Now notice how when I put it in this right hand side here, that all of a sudden we've got depth, dimension, detail where the beard is layered. Yeah, BK, when you're doing snow, you're not going to have as much gray as this, but you just want to hint. You want a hint of gray. And a hint of blue. Mostly your blue. Oh man, I am barely touching the paper with this. But look how detailed now that beard looks. BK, there's a picture called The Kiss. And it's a picture of a couple, a sailor, is kissing a woman in the street at the end of World War II. And the sailor had a white uniform on, and we colored that picture. And what we did is we ended up using the blue, very light shades of blue, just around the edges, and a little bit of gray. Oh, guys, what do you think of this beard? Isn't that cool? The way I'm shading it. Does that help you, BK? Okay, we don't want to overload this now. Finger blend, and I'm going to quit fussing with this. Let me pull out. Hi, Kathy. Kathy, I'm just about to start up on Worlds of Wonder. But I am going to do one thing before we do that. One of them being I'm going to get some water because I've been forgetting to drink my water. I get too interested in what I'm showing you guys and I forget. Okay. Kathy, Mamie finally made it. She figured out what the problem was with her YouTube. Hold on, guys. I got to empty my sharpener here. Thump, 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 thump. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do the eyes in blue. I can do private lessons. There is a minimal charge for that. I do charge by the hour to do that. So yeah. The other thing, BK, is that since this goes to video, can you set up a time during the day and watch the replay? Okay, let's get the eyes going here. We have a dark, medium, and light blue. Try not to wipe out. Yeah, you can email me and you can text me. Excuse me. Okay, so there's my dark blue. Then a medium blue. And a light blue. And we're going to blend all of these together. And I just wiped out my little light spot. Give me a second here. Sandy, you had to do a restart? Okay. Okay, I just got that white back. All right, let's go to his eyes. You're hearing the beginning of the broadcast? Yeah, Linda has that problem once in a while, is that for some reason people start to hear the beginning of the broadcast. So just do a restart. All right, here's our dark blue. What, at the top? Oh, you were hearing the conversation with Ron. And then our medium blue. And then our light blue. Now, if you lose your eye, okay, Belle, thank you. I'm going to take my little Posca pen, and really a Posca pen is nothing more than paint inside of a pen dispenser. I haven't used mine for a while, and actually it may have dried out. So my white, my tiny one, my small has dried out. So I took my medium, put a glob of paint on the paper, and then I've grabbed my white one again, my small, and I'm going to get that white back in the eyes. Now, you could also use a toothpick if you have white acrylic paint. But this works out really well. Looks like I got a little bubble in there. Oh, the joy of live broadcast. There we go. All right, let me pull out. You can see where we are with this. Check it out. The gnomes themselves are essentially done. We got her hair done, which I think looks really terrific. We are in good shape. Okay, let's get to our worlds of wonder. World of wonder. Now I get to get into the messy stuff. Kathy, just in case you're interested, I did another walkthrough. I'm done with walkthroughs. I got those 4 books. I do have another book coming in. It's called A Day in the Life of a Gnome. It's a new release. It's a cutie. So last night we were working on the blue in the background. Let me get my chalks out. Okay, Maggie, thank you. And the way that I'm doing the background is I'm using a blender pencil. Blending stump. Excuse me, wrong thing. Blending stump, not a blending pencil. And let me get a little wipe here. This is going to get messy. All right. So what the idea is that we're using the blending stump to detail our areas. Let me find one here that I can clean it off. And what I was doing in these smaller areas, oh, let me go ahead and do it up here. As I was taking the stump and rubbing it on the chalk piece. This is a really great way to do detail. And then using the tip to get into smaller areas. So in other words, it's like you're using your blending stump as a pencil. Now, obviously, as we do our larger areas, or when we get to a larger area, we can go ahead and use our X-Acto knife to scrape off the stump color, not the stump color, the chalk color that you want for the blue. Okay, Maggie, thank you. And then use our stump to blend that in. And if you need to add a little more color, just go ahead and add your extra. Now, these blending stumps were really helpful when I was doing the detail at the bottom of this and having to get in between those plants. And I'll show you that when I go to do the right-hand side. Okay, now see this area in between the lines? I'm just going to rub the point of my blending stump on my chalk like I showed you earlier. And I'm going to color right in between that. Check it out. I got to lift up my bow here. That was Vicky sneezing, which is kind of funny if you think about it, because it's usually me. Okay, I've got to add back a little bit of brown on my cork. All right, then I'm going to take my brush and brush off the excess. Now, even though I blended with my stump, I'm going to take my paper towel because it's got these little bumpies on it. And I'm going to use paper towel to blend. and it really smooths this out. Now, to show you how well this paper towel works. Oh, BK, you don't have this book, Worlds of Wonder? Okay. Going to take my lightest blue. And my X-Acto knife. And scrape that on there. And then use my paper towel. And I don't know if you can tell on the screen how smooth that is. It is ridiculously smooth. Now, I don't care what you blend with. Check around your house with different things that maybe you can blend with. It doesn't matter. All right, so let's scrape this off here. Gesundheit, Vicky. Back with the paper towel. Boom. Look how cool that looks. Check it out. And then I'm going to use my stump. Okay, BK. Yeah, BK, get in touch with me about private lessons. So now I'm going to use my blending stump. And I'm going to get in between this cord. And I'm also going to work the detail around the fishtail. And then I'm going to brush this off just to clean it up a little bit. Any question about using a blending stump? Now check out how detailed I can get in between here. And I'm using my medium color now because I'm near the bottom of the page. Remember we did a light, medium, and dark on the chalks? Guys, what are you coloring while I'm coloring this? Mamie, you still hanging with us? Sandy, you're working ink house. Beautiful book. Maggie's watching and sneezing. Maggie, how has this all these weather changes been on your migraines? That squeaking sound that you're hearing is my stump against my chalk. Oh man, check out how pretty this is coming out. Now, don't worry if your chalk spots up a little bit in areas. That works out because it gives us a good ocean look. Your Ink House book is a little different by Coloring Haven. Oh, it's not the original Ink House? No, the same picture, but not all of them from the original book. That's weird. All right, check it out. There we go. Inkhouse Storybook Special. Okay, they must have worked out something with the author. Did Coloring Heaven credit the author in the book? Now I want to show you this process of doing the detail. Okay. All right, one more area of detail and then we can get out to the main part. Guys, who else is coloring while I'm doing this? All right, now I dumped the crumblies on my page up in this area here. I'll go back to that as I'm working over to it. I don't know why I like that squeak sound, but I do. Okay, let me pull out a second so you can see how cool this is looking. Check it out. Kathy, you like that sound? Can you guys hear it when I do it? All right. Let's keep going with this detail. Maybe you can hear it too? Okay. Mamie, do you have blending stumps? Yes. Okay, good. I don't remember if you told me that you did or not. Oh, just recently you got some? Okay. And you got blending pencils. Excellent. Okay, so you guys can all see how this, as long as I stay on camera, how this blending stump really helps with getting in between stuff. And if you've got a variety pack of blending stumps, you've got different colors. Different sizes. Mamie, I got it from Amazon. I can send you the affiliate link. Oh, you've got the smaller one. I didn't even know there was a smaller one. I can send you the affiliate link of the eraser that I got. And if you use that link, we get a few pennies back from Amazon at no extra charge to you. Okay. Yeah, we've got to get in between this stuff here. The coral has these little arms. Yeah, let me show you. I've got two different sizes. This is a Tombow. It does not have these colors on it. That's just tape I put on there so I can find it easily. Mamie, send me a text asking for that link to the eraser and I'll get it to you. And then I've got this click eraser. And that works really well too. Obviously it's a lot bigger. You can see the two sizes. Okay. Yeah, just send me a text that you'd like the affiliate link for the electric racer, and I'll be glad to get that to you. Yeah, the Tombow comes in round and rectangular. I like the round. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, Mamie, send me a text on everything that you want. And yeah, again, I like you said, you know, the round Tombow, I really like it. All right. Okay, and now I'm going to start with my knife here and my chalks. And just to let everybody know, if you buy other items from Amazon, I can send you the affiliate link for those as well, and our group will get the credit for the sales. All right. Now, again, this is going to get a little messy. But in the long run, it's worth it. I'll pull out in a little bit after I get this section blended in. Okay, let me brush this off. Let me pull out. Then I'm going to take my paper towel. Kathy, how are you doing? Okay. Lighter blue chalk. Now notice that I'm pushing my little crumblies into my area here where I want to add this blue. And don't forget to periodically clean off your blending stump. You want to use your little sandpaper thingy. If you don't clean off your blender stump, it's going to get really smooth and it won't blend your chalks. You want that roughness of that paper to blend with. That's the little thing here. It's got the little things, the sandpaper on it. Everybody see that? All right, let's get our little area down here. Now, if you want, you can take your chalk and rub into the areas that you want to add your color. And then blend with your stump. Kathy, you still here? Oh, Kathy. Oh, Kathy, thank you, ILene. I have a list of books. Okay, these are books that you want, Kathy? Guys, send me, if you have anything that you want, send me a screenshot of the item that you want so that I get the right one. Oh man, this looks really cute. All right. Oh, coloring books you want? You've been watching my flip throughs and a couple of other artists. Yeah, I'll be glad to get that for you, sure. Yeah, like I said, we get a small percentage of the sale, but it absolutely does not affect your price. And it helps the group. Okay. Let me zip out here. Paper towel. Oh, Kathy, thank you. Hey, if anybody's buying a TV set and you want the affiliate link, I'll be glad to get that for you. And I'm usually pretty quick on getting a response to you. Oh, that is ridiculously pretty. Okay. All right, now I'm taking my medium blue chalk and I'm doing a very light swish on my waves. I'm not adding a lot, just enough to kick in a little bit of color. Yeah, Laura Kilgore's got good books. Now I'm going to take my paper towel and blend up my blue on my wave. Check it out. So tell me, have you guys used a paper towel on blending for your background? It's been a while since I've done an extensive background with eyeshadow. And I wanted to show you this. Maggie, you've used paper towel? Yep. All right, let's do this last set with a little bit of the blue. And notice how I'm swirling this around. All right, let me brush that off. And then I'm going to take my paper towel. I'm on the right-hand side. And we'll go ahead and blend that in. Let me pull out. And I'm going to put my pastels away. I've been known to spill my box. Oh, not fun. Maybe you're hanging in there. Okay, rubber band around box. Let me brush my table. And there's a good view so far of this. Oh, Mamie, you've never worked with chalk or eyeshadow. Well, good. Then this is a good lesson for you. Sandy, is Laura allowing both digital and standard coloring, or is she telling everybody that they can only do standard? And again, Kathy, take your time. You don't necessarily have to try and keep up with me. Okay, I am at a convenient stopping point. Oh, she allows both. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm pretty happy with this. We just have a couple more steps on this one, and then we can wrap this one up. Now, what I'll do here is I'll work on one of these top panels with the flowers, but I'm not going to do all of it on camera. I'll show you how I'm going to do it on one part of it, and then you can finish up the rest of it. And then I've got a couple of things that I want to do with these little spongy things at the bottom, these orange things. I think you'll get a kick out of it. All right. I'm going to call it an evening. Vicki is starting to circle me because she knows she'll get some of my pretzels. So this is World of Wonder, Johanna Bosford. Lots of things going on. I hope you learned a lot with this. Again, I think we'll have just one more evening on this, and then we'll get a new project. And then we worked on our gnomes. Showed you how to do the beard. And the hair, which I think the hair turned out beautifully. I'm real happy with that. The colors are good. We've got the blonde and the brown. So she's got a reason to smile. Okay, guys, I'm calling it an evening. This is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. Please do me the favor of liking this, and please share it. You can copy the link and go into Facebook and share this. All right, guys, joyous, joyous coloring. I hope you learned something. I hope you had a good time. We done good. All right, guys, have a great rest of the evening. Love you. You know I mean that. Let me do something here real quick. Whoa. I thought I would zoom in here where I've done the hair, so you can see the detail and you can see it at normal view. All right, guys, take care. Bye.